on the right and Stephen Harper there on the left. The Tesseract Affinity deck.
Batter Style, GT, Thoughtcast. Mox Opal is so sick in this kind of a deck.
It's ridiculous in these kind of decks.
Aether Vial, Dispatch. Dispatch is so sick. This deck is live. I wish we were able to see Stephen Harper playing this kind of a deck in probably a more interactive matchup, because Drew Idoux is playing a deck where Fairsies is not part of the vocabulary. His deck can do like infinity everything, right? Draw my whole deck.
Yeah, this is a really interesting matchup, and one that I don't think I've seen.
No, I mean these are two. I hope
fringe decks,
each deck has a chance to showcase what it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
For this match, regardless of who wins. Sight unseen, I think Drew Idoux's probably got the edge. They're so reserved.
Yeah.
Where's the joy?
Right. You guys are playing Magic the Gathering. Smile.
Look at all the colors in Stephen Harper's deck. He's got Nature's Claim, Phantasmal Image, Tide Hollow Sculler. He's got everything.
He's got, yeah. Canonist, Tide Hollow Sculler. So there's the.
I wish he had
white
Galvanic Blast. Then like,
yeah.
he'd have the whole rainbow. And Galvanic Blast is sick anyway. All right, now we got half a smile.
There we go.
From
A smile from Harper. He heard me.
Drew Idoux is still shuffling. He always be shuffling.
Yeah. Well, he may be. Is it possible he's going to 6?
I don't know.
Is he going to? He is going to 6. Okay. I understand. Maybe not as smiley.
There's Gitaxian Probe again. I love that card.
Where's Gitaxian Probe?
In
on the list. I thought you saw it
Drew's
on screen
deck.
somewhere. Okay.
He'll probably play it.
Well,
I'm
it's in
prophetic
his
like
deck.
that.
Because you saw it was in his deck. You Gitaxian Probed his deck.
How sick is Gitaxian Probe Cabal Therapy combo?
Really, really good. That's what Ben Weinberg was saying yesterday at dinner. He was like, Probe Cabal Therapy. It was either Weinberg or it was Mark's son talking about it. But all right, so we have turn one.
Turn one,
Dark
nothing.
Steel Citadel, nothing.
Have you ever missed a Duress and a Cabal Therapy in the same turn?
We missed.
You missed with the Duress and you missed with the Cabal Therapy in the same turn.
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
I have.
How did you manage that?
I was just trying to grow my Kyrian Dryad.
Okay,
And
so
I
you
killed
were
him.
deliberately doing it? Okay.
I just cast the
it was
cards.
deliberate. It sounds like an unintentional thing, that, something you don't want to happen.
My opponent made plays so that I would miss. However, I killed him. My Kyrian Dryad got bigger.
Miracle Grow. Drew Idoux fetches an Underground Sea. Off of a
Drew Idoux cracks like a 20 for 120.
Yeah, and plays a
I
20
told you
cent.
it's probing.
There you go.
That's like 50 cent over there. All right, we got.
He pays for the probe, by the way. Etched Champion. Seat of the Synod. Ancient Den, is that the white one? I always get those mixed up. Great Furnace is the red one. Yeah.
Ethersworn Canonist.
Cranial Plating, Batter Skull.
Tons of equipment.
Yeah.
33% of his hand is equipment.
So.
He doesn't get to take anything, Joey.
Right. I know.
I mean, actually, I don't like that play very much. Because what if he had top decked Cabal Therapy off of
he should have just.
Gitaxian
Yeah, it would have been
Probe?
nice, right? He should have just not paid, but. So he goes, like. When he plays an Etched Champion, it's automatically going to have protection from all colors, and then he's just going to equip it with like cranial plating or whatever.
How do you like
bash.
Canonist? Is it the Stone Nuts?
I don't know. It seems reasonable. I mean,
Stonetacular Nutso, is that what you're saying?
that was what I meant. Yeah, by reasonable.
Brainstorm.
Excuse me.
If Drew has an opportunity to interact with Steven, I think he's probably should force him to discard cranial plating, because Etched Champion's just a gray ogre. combat purposes, right? Like, but no matter what, he could be. Oh, not that he has an option apparently.
Yeah, so he just brainstorms, plays a swamp, and passes back to Steven. Steven draws. Let me see. Probably, I would guess. Land etch champion.
No.
Land attack etch champion.
Isn't it like land cranioplating smash? No. All right. Yep. 4.
Pre-combat etch champion.
Drew has no green sources yet in play.
All right, so untap draw for Drew.
Can you look up Parasitic Strix?
It's the Parasitic. It's a 2/2 for 3 flying. When it comes into play, if you control a black permanent, target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Oh, so you have Cavern Harvey Parasitic Strix and you do a net 1 on that?
Yeah.
So you just run a net 1. That's the plan. What's Dreamstalker?
That's the 1/5, right?
I don't know.
It's 2 words, Dream Stalker. It's not the Invisible Stalker, but it's the 1/5 for 2. When it comes into play, you return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage. Every time he just scoops it up.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
It's exactly what I thought. The Aethersworn Canonist automatically had protection from all colors, and it was just like cranial plating bash until you're dead. So Tezzeret Affinity takes a quick game 1 over the Allurn deck that failed to really do anything.
Produce
game 1.
anything?
Yeah.
So, go for the throat. There's 4 of those in Drew's sideboard. Are those very good against artifact creatures? Go for the throat.
They are not good against
Not
artifact
good.
creatures, so probably keep those in the sideboard.
He has a
for now.
sideboard package of Natural Order Progenitus, though.
That's interesting. And a Dryad Arbor there.
But his deck doesn't. He doesn't have Green Sun Zenith,
That's what I was looking for, Green Sun.
and the deck is not like I don't see that the Natural Order combo is faster than his Infinite combo.
Right.
It's actually
And
a
I
good
don't-
bit slower than his Infinite combo.
Right, I guess he's got that, and considering he didn't really show Steven anything, like Steven doesn't really know what he's playing against at this point, I don't think you switch combos because it's not as if Steven's going, okay, I gotta fight a Lurin now, and so I mean,
Put yourself in Stephen Harper's shoes. What are you thinking when you see Swamp, Blue-Black Land, Gitaxian Probe? That's like bug control.
it looks
to
bug
me.
controlish to me. That's what I'm saying. Like that's all
Maybe
it looked
black
like.
blue control.
Right. He's got Ley Line of Sanctity that to keep the discard spells off his back. But I don't even know if that's worth doing. You know, like it's got Phantasmal Image. Not. I mean, we saw how good it was in Standard, and it can be good in Legacy. But he didn't see anything
Copies Progenitus.
it certainly does. So if Drew were to actually decide, hey, I'm going to go with no order now, and Steven has the Phantasmal Images to fight it in his board. Now, again, it's the whole, who's doing what.
So Drew's
I don't
deck,
think either one of them do either of those.
Drew's deck is not particularly quick, right? He doesn't have any Bird of Paradise or Green Sun Zenith that I can see. So it looks like he's on a turn 4 plan. Am I missing something?
Yeah, it does. I would say that sounds about
So
right.
what's his nuts? Turn 1, Gitaxian Probe / Brainstorm. Turn 2, Coiling Oracle or Wall of Blossoms. Turn 3, Intuition for 3. Allurans. Turn 4, Alluran. Turn 4, play the Alluran.
Mm-hmm.
Recruiter for whatever he doesn't have. And go off with ultimately Cavern Harvey Parasitic Strix.
Let's look at this. Is it 4 Oracles? 4 Wall of Blossoms? Oh, just 2 Wall of Blossoms. Oh no, it is 2. 2 Wall of Blossoms. 4 Cabal Therapy, 4 Repeal. It's just got 3 Repeal.
You should just read this
Yeah.
list.
I'm just looking over, like we're comparing it on Twitter. We got a message from Rupus J saying that Drew may be playing Tom Rainey's list from a few months ago. It does look similar. It's definitely shaved off a couple cards, but it's close. Where is there intuition here?
Intuition.
There's no intuition in Tom Rainey's list, but there are.
And that's a huge difference, right?
There
Intuition is
yeah.
demonic tutor.
Yeah. Drew has the intuitions.
What's that Neo Red deck? We never went into.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually the game's starting.
Yeah, so we'll.
So Stephen Harper up a game. Drew Idoux. Verdant Catacombs searching for. Wait for it.
Attention players, Phil Smith, please come to the main event stage. Your draft is ready. Phil Smith, please come to the main event stage. Your draft is ready.
So there's a Bayou for Drew.
And players, at this time, side events are now closed. Thank you all for coming out. We really appreciate it. Hope you guys had a great time.
Turn 1, Cabal Therapy.
Cabal Therapy. Blind Cabal Therapy. It's been so long since I've played that card. I used to consider myself a superb Cabal Therapist. Missed?
Well, I'm assuming he missed, but when he sees his Jite, Seed of the Synod, Thoughtcast, Etched
That's
Champion, I wanted to call it Etched Oracle, Tide Hollow Sculler, Aethersworn Canonist, and is that a Darksteel Citadel, I think?
Yeah, 2-land hand.
Thanks.
Jite is actually not that bad here, right? Like he can use it to disrupt any portion of the combo.
Well, he named Cranial Plating, okay. It is what he lost to in game 1.
Kind of.
Ah, yeah, definitely helped.
Lost to not having a third land.
Huh. Yeah. Coiling Oracle, now from Drew.
Should that card be banned?
No.
Isn't that the title of that article?
Oh, was that what that was? I didn't even look at the title. Coiling Oracle from Drew. Some thinking. Alright, passes back. Steven draws. Looks like Seed of the Synod to join the Darksteel Citadel. Yeah. So it looks like this is apparently Drew's own list, according to SamCon67 on Twitter. Thank you for the information. He's been playing the list for a long time. There's cranial plating. I think Steven's drawn 2 cranial platings in a row after that Cabal Therapy. Cabal Therapy.
There's no threat, and Drew
It's fine.
has a
It's just
fine
funny.
blocker.
It's just funny.
No problem. Sack.
Taiga, sack the Misty Rainforest. Get a tropical island.
Please don't draft, don't pass a packet, the previous packet that you passed, and you can take off the tail. And go ahead and,
Is that a learn?
That's a learn.
Or are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see a fun?
I hope so. I'd like to see Drew's deck flex its muscle.
Attack you. Is that a Cavern Harpy?
That is hard to tell. It's
I think it is
Oily.
a shining cavern
I
harpy.
think it is too. It does look like that.
Pick up Coiling Oracle. Play Coiling Oracle. Reveal a Coiling Oracle. Which goes to grip.
Sacrifice Coiling Oracle. Rebile into Cabal Therapy. Naming Canonist, which he indeed does have one of.
So you were right about the
he-
back-to-back
double cranial plating after that. So plays the new Coiling Oracle, reveals a repeal. Was that what that was? I think it was a repeal. Return Cavern Harpy. Play a Cavern Harpy. Wow, look at that.
Pick up Coiling Oracle.
Yeah, pick
Replay
up Coiling Oracle. Show
Pick up
Intuition on
Intuition.
top.
Pick up Cavern Harpy.
Replay Cavern Harpy. Pick up Coiling Oracle. Replay Coiling Oracle.
There wasn't much flourish there. Like he barely,
yeah, I know.
he
Just like
barely
a-
picked it up.
Grab
You know, he's
a
just like
Cabal Therapy. Same thing.
he hasn't gotten any freebie lands
He's
yet.
gone.
That's-
He's gone He's gone like less and less.
Ooh, Gitaxian Pro.
Gitaxian Pro on top. Do
So-
it again. Like now he's just gesturing the entire thing again. Like
He still hasn't hit. Oh, Recruiter.
yeah, Imperial Recruiter.
Again, that's players and the two-headed giant seal.
He can just get Strix here now, right?
I think so. Yeah, no, he could have cast that Canonist in response. Like once the Allurin's there, he could have cast the Canonist, but he didn't.
But is Drew casting spells? Is that how it works, or you just put into play?
I mean, he could have cast it in response. They're actually playing them, right? Like
Oh wow! So
he could have done it in response to the Cabal
and he would be
Therapy, right?
boning Drew right now if he had done that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I forgot that Allurin is global. Anyone can do it. And that's game.
Yeah, I mean, they're still being cast. That was nuts. So we did get to actually see the Allurin list explode there, but I have a feeling like that could have been prevented.
Canonist is a beating for this deck. What does Drew have that can kill a Canonist? Maybe he'll switch to the natural order list. Mix it up for
That
the
would be
last
interesting. But I mean, yeah, like you said, what does Steven have that can? Or
no,
what does
what's
Drew?
Drew
I'm
have
sorry.
that
What
can
does
kill
Drew
a
have that can kill
Canonist?
Canonist? You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it does look like. Wait a minute.
Tom Ma just said that Harper should. What you said a second ago.
That Harper could have played the
Flashed in
Canonist.
the
Right. Yeah,
Canonist,
we're
yeah.
getting all that from Twitter. Like that's it wasn't me. It was Twitter basically pointing out that mistakes were made, as the Shadow Fox says.
Man, I'm such a fan of Tom Ma. Hi, Tom Ma.
Yeah. The other thing though, they can just keep going off in response to the Canonist. Right? Like.
Not if he's casting Cabal Therapy. Cabal Therapy is a sorcery.
Right, so Cabal Therapy is a sorcery.
So in response, he flashes in the Canonist.
Okay. And then he can... Yeah.
So how's he going to go off?
Well, he just keeps... I guess he just doesn't...
He has no coiling... Oh, he
Yeah,
drew
he just
another
keeps
coiling oracle.
going.
No,
Yeah, he
that's
just
fine.
keeps going. That's
Yeah,
a-
yeah, he can... So he flashes in the Canonist, and then in response, Drew goes off by playing coiling oracle. Yeah, it was fine, actually.
Yeah, he could have done it through the Canonist.
So
So it was fine.
Harper should have probably played the Canonist, but it ultimately could have been irrelevant because
Right, Drew
the
could have
second
just-
Coiling Oracle was revealed. The lesson that I've learned here is that I do not know as much about how to play Allurin mechanics as Drew Idoux does.
Fair point.
And in
I'll,
fact, apparently,
second that.
neither does the sum total of the Twitter internet. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew would just win at instant speed no matter what. Now, if there were a second canonist, that might be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's a tricky card. Like putting a learn into play.
I forgot that it was global. It's been so long since I played with
same
that
here,
card.
and it's definitely just got a lot of interactions and a lot of places where you can respond, which I guess is typical of combo decks, but. Yeah, other people were mentioning.
Oh, flashing canonist in response to the cavern.
Right, that's what I was going to say, yeah. Mike Flores doesn't play much Magic, says John Medina. John Medina would know, apparently.
Yeah.
He top forward in the standard portion. Did you know that?
He's a master. He's so good, he doesn't need mana leak.
Yeah, he just mana leaks with his hand. He doesn't have to put them in his deck because he just has like the Jedi, Jedi.
Why is he
mind
dressed as a
kind of thing.
Jedi?
I don't know. Didn't you see him walking around? That's how he dresses. Like a Jedi.
Jedi robes is the only thing that will fit in.
John, you need to come back and give us legit MTG stickers. You were supposed to give to us, and you did not.
I've got an MTGMom.com sticker, MTG Taps sticker.
We could totally be wearing the legit MTG stickers on our shirts here.
We could
now,
have
too.
legitimately mentioned it 20 times.
Yeah. What is legit MTG?
What is legit MTG?
All right, so I wonder if he did switch to the other combo. Like I don't know what the value is, except that he would.
Well, at the time that I was
the surprise value
asking
of
that
it.
question, I misunderstood how the canonist works.
Yeah, Drew looks like he's going to Paris. Not leaving his chair though. Pretty impressive.
Who are you cheering for?
Me and Mike Flores.
No, are you cheering for the combo deck or the artifact
The
beatdown deck?
SCG Live booth.
Yeah.
I kind of just want a good game. I don't really have like a preference for a cheering kind of thing. Like.
Do you ever cheer?
Yeah, I cheer, I guess sometimes.
You don't think you were cheering last round at the red deck?
Yeah,
You're
with
like,
the red
"Come
deck, I
on,
was.
red
Yeah,
deck!" You
I
were
was. There
cheering.
was an underdog, but in this one, I don't feel like there's an underdog necessarily. I feel like, if anything, I guess Tezzeret Affinity is the underdog, but I guess I just want to see some good interactive.
I feel like I've seen both decks do what they're supposed to do. Remember, that was what we asked at the beginning.
Exactly, and we've seen both of those.
All right. Mulligan. 1, 2. Is that a 7-card hand?
I thought he just drew 7 too.
It looked like a 7-card hand.
I counted 7 too.
Keeps 1, 2, 3. He's going
It's
too
hard.
quick.
He is going too quick.
Maybe there was no mulligan. Maybe he just
That's
took
possible,
a long
yeah.
time. Aether
I swear he
Vial.
looked at a hand, made a face, and then put it.
I
and
felt
shuffled
like he was
back.
mulliganing too.
He did mulligan. Can we get a card in hand count? Just making sure. I mean, I'm sure it was unintentional, but it did look like we both counted 7. I don't know if it was just the way he flashed, flipped through his hand or what. But a turn 1 Aether Vial for Steven. He's met with a turn 1 Bayou from Drew.
Ooh, a Bayou.
Bayou. And are we gonna go blind
Cabal Therapy?
blind Cabal Therapy again? Yep. Is that a Thoughtseize or is it a Cabal Therapy?
Thoughtseize.
Okay. I expected a Cabal Therapy, so.
Probably taking the Canonist, or will it be the Cranial? I don't know what the card next to. It's Cranial.
I see Cranial. I'm not sure what that.
Cranial, something probably awesome. Land, Canonist.
Right.
It looks like it's a white spell.
Okay, they're checking on that mulligan situation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that was. I guess that it does. I see. Does he have 5 in hand? And that would be 6, 7. But it's he was on the draw, so that makes sense. That makes sense. If he has 5 in hand, yeah.
You don't know that he has 5 in hand.
I think I just saw that he had 5 in hand. That's why.
Okay.
He keeps doing that very fast. If he has 6 in hand, he'd overdrew. But if he has 5, that makes sense.
One, two.
He's very good at moving them.
5.
Okay,
6,
it looks like
7.
5. Yeah, because the fetch obviously got the body, so that makes sense. He's fine. Because this is his turn 1, he drew for the turn. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
This is the longest.
This is the longest ever.
Thoughtseize resolution.
Well, it's not the Thoughtseize resolution that's happening here. It's the count the hand. So he took the Canonist. Yeah.
Okay. And Shipperson.
Didn't mean to disrupt it. It just looked like he had 7 in his opener.
We didn't even know if he mulliganed.
He did mulligan.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We're
Well-
like, oh, it looked like he mulliganed.
Well, when you see him looking at a hand, making a face, and then shuffling his deck all of a sudden, I think that's pretty a good
It's a
indication
clue.
that it was a mulligan. No,
All right.
I didn't know he mulliganed,
So
but he
Stephen
looked at some
Harper
cards and then shuffled his deck.
Runs out a second turn cranial plating.
Attention players, I'm pleased to announce we have a winner for our first draft open. It is Michael Donovan.
Michael Donovan wins the first draft open. For all you Michael Donovan fans out there. All right, so
Glimmer Void. Harper plays
we have
Metamorph.
it's Master of Ethereum.
Oh, Master of Ethereum?
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
Master
you're
of
right.
Ethereum.
Yeah, I believe it is the Master. Alright, so Harper, is he going to put a counter on? No counter being put on Aether Vial. Glimmer Void doesn't seem that exciting right now, and he's got 2 of them. Aether Vial again. These artifacts are not exciting. They're not exciting.
Equip the Master with the cranial plating. And there are, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts?
6 artifacts. So it's at 12 in?
Other artifacts get +1/+1. His power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts, so that's 6. He obviously doesn't have any other artifact creatures, so that's irrelevant. But yeah, it's a big hit. Really big hit.
Wow. Is Allurin going to hit this turn?
I know it as huge as that was, it could be meaningless because there's an Allurin from Drew.
Oh, well. This game was fun.
Well,
Oh,
Imperial
Recruiter. That's cool.
Why does he have a white border Imperial Recruiter? I don't think it was ever printed with black borders, was it? Just the one printing, right? Yeah.
Is Allurin the priciest deck ever? It's got like DI Blue Duels, Imperial Recruiter.
Dreamstalker.
Dreamstalker.
Royal Dreamstalker.
Why do you need to get DI Recruiters?
To show how, pimp you are. I have DI Recruiters. Why not? Medina would play like 7 of them. Just like, look how many recruiters I have.
I learned a new word this weekend. Binder Grinder.
That's a phrase, I guess, isn't it? It's not one word anyway.
maybe it's hyphenated.
It is. It is.
Medina's like-
Probably is. Nguyen tells us that the DI recruiters, the multiple recruiters, is in case they kill one, so you can still go off. But he also mentions that a recruiter was never printed in white border, which is clearly wrong because there it is. And obviously that was just a typo.
A typo.
Yeah.
So Cavern Harpy. This game is
I
in
think
Drew's
it's just
hands,
over.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like Steven doesn't have a. Is Disciple involved? No, it doesn't work. He doesn't have a Galvanic Blast or anything. Cavern Harpy. Strix.
everything just like anything Steven can do, Drew can just respond by continuing to go off. It seems like to me.
Not. I mean, well, Cavern Harpy's on the stack. You can make a play.
What's that?
While Cavern Harper is on the
right,
stack,
right.
you can make a play. So I learned the term binder grinder from John Medina. He's like,
What does binder grinder mean?
he's like, while I was winning this tournament, the other binder grinders made DI.
Yeah.
Normally he grinds.
They were happy that Medina was out of the was away from the trade tables. He was occupied all day. All right, Cavern Harpy there, hanging out. Yeah. Steven realizes that Drew's just got it. He's got the game, but I mean, Steven had it if Drew couldn't go off that turn. That